Hello, today we're going to do step 3 of my Makeup 101 series. I am going to cover concealing, highlighting, brightening of the center of the face and setting your makeup in place so it does not move. I've actually done this makeup and gone and had dinner and my lip hasn't moved, my makeup hasn't moved. I've not applied anything else. So I'm going to tell you how to do that setting. I'm going to continue this video tomorrow and do this lip and the eye as part 4 and complete the series. I have used high-end products as requested by the person who wanted this video done. I hope you found this video helpful. I've used some unique lip and eye products. Let me know what your thoughts are. Gel from Neutrogena. 3-in-1 Skin Illuminating Serum from Match Factor. As always, I'm spending a lot of time on my skin prep, and that's what dictates how good a finish you get. And especially with high-end products, you are applying quite expensive things and you don't want them to look like your worst drugstore night. I did apply my Biomac, which I forgot the Milk Hydrating Toner initially. And then I am going to apply my NYX e.l.f. 4% Niacinamide Power Grip Primer. Before that, I want the No Pore Primer to be. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I have not tried this yet, so I'm going to try this with this video. I'm usually the Milani girl, but I thought I'll just try this. They do mattify your face. They're beautiful. Has a bit of smell of menthol, I think. And then I'm going to apply my grip primer in the areas where makeup wipes off, which is mostly my jaw. And I touch my face. I'm just going to let that dry. NARS Natural Longwear Radiant Foundation. This is in the shade Aruba. I'm going to take my foundation brush, just all of it. And it's a bit light for me, but I make it work when I bought it in the store. Just blending it in with my wet sponge. I like a skin-like finish. Pulling it to my hair as well. I mean, my hairline and my ears. If you're wearing a sleeveless dress, make sure you cover the area that is flowing from your neck. And then this is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Agleam. Because we wore a full thickness foundation, I'm going with the light concealer just to brighten the areas up. Now, concealing, I don't go crazy with it. The places where I apply is on the eyes, and I do go, so here is important. I like to brighten this area and I then let it dry. So this is a very beautiful, I don't like the other Tarte ones, but I do like this because it's very lightweight. And that's all I need because I don't have dark circles. So people who want higher coverage may want a different concealer. But I don't need a lot of concealing except for my eyelids. And then I make it sit there. And then I take my contour. So for contour today, we are going to use the Fenty. I don't like this one because this is in the shade Truffle. I never reach for it because I like my Revolution Cosmetics cream one better. This is very hard to blend. I find it a bit annoying to blend. And then from your ear, there. This is good if you want a very subtle one. If you want to sharpen your features, I find this not so friendly. And it does dry out. So sometimes you struggle to blend it if you don't do it immediately. Today is a very hot day and everything is melting, so I think that's why this is working better for me today. And then I take my sharp edged, because I don't want to move the product, I'm just trying to create those shadows. I'm just trying to keep the product in place. This one I do blend it very well into my hairline as well, because the worst thing you can do is have a gap. Somebody who's brown asked me, why do I add more dark colors on my face and make myself look darker when everyone's trying to get fairer? I laughed. It was the funniest question. Like, no, I'm not trying to make myself darker or lighter with makeup. I'm just trying to enhance my features, and sometimes the contouring is one of those techniques that can enhance your features. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. As you can see, that contour just literally disappeared on my skin. This is my most high-end contour. I am waiting for the Niacinamide one, which I think does a better job than the Fenty. I don't know the Rare Beauty. I haven't warmed up to any of the Rare Beauty products. The concealer contour looks interesting, the cool tone one, so I might have a look at the store. And then for the just go use a flat brush, and this we are brightening. So concealing is also used for brightening the center of the face. Now if you have a dark spot that you want to cover, then you want to use something like this. This is the NARS color corrector. It's in the shade medium, and I use that on the dark spots. I just blend this too. This is a very light, transparent, medium coverage concealer from Tarte, and I love this. So I'm just using it to brighten the center part of my face, and I do use my hand as well. You can see I'm using my hand to warm up the product. Now I applied the concealer not right underneath the eyes here, and then blend it upwards, because if you have too much of concealer close to the eyelashes, it becomes very hard, and sometimes I even pull it just till there so that I can apply my eye makeup better. So those are better shadows, I think. And then I will take my wet sponge again and blend that very well in. For the bronzer, I'm using the Australis Dewy and Daring. That gives a bit more color. And then I will apply that on the sides of my nose. To be more precise is to take a fanned out brush like that. I don't want it to go here, I want it to look brighter there. So literally we're just having this area contoured, and that's about it. I don't want my nose to look too broad either. So I'm just blending that in, pulling it into my eyes. Yeah, I do need my Revolution Cosmetics contour. I don't have anything that works as good as this on my nose. It just does the right shade, the right consistency, and gives me what I'm looking for. We kind of did a revision of all the steps we did in part 1 and part 2. And so I'm just quickly going through all of them just as a reminder. So bronzing, sharpening the features, and then we have highlighted certain areas. We have got to go nose highlighting. For that I take, so for the nose contouring, I use a much lighter color. This is the L'Oreal Paris. This is the N9 is it? No, 6N, sorry. So I just like it a little bit brighter here and here, here, and then draw a line through there. And then blend it in. So I'm going to leave the ones there to dry. This one I don't need it dried, so I'm just going to blend that in. Can you see the highlighting bit that comes into place? Like whatever is left on my brush, I just go in the centers of my face. This is a beautiful, beautiful. L'Oreal has really got good concealers and foundation, and you really don't need high-end when it comes to foundation, especially foundation. They are as at par. And then again, the L'Oreal group owns so many of the products as well. So you can see they probably are made in the same factory and just priced differently. That's how I feel. Now with this, it's a bit tricky. I'm not very good at this. I always find it very tricky to do this. I use my hand and then use a much smaller brush to sort of, I had something in there, didn't I? This takes time. A good contouring and concealing can't make or break the shape of your nose. So you can see my nose looks much thinner. I go here and just brighten this area as well. Then whatever's left, I go like that, and with my hand. For the blush, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Watermelon. This is a beautiful brush, and I have worked out how to use it, so I wasn't using it right. So now I apply on my hand, warm it up on my brush, and then apply my brush. Can you see how beautiful that is? I love this blush. So we've brightened the center part of our face, and then now we're bringing some color onto our face. We've contoured our face as well. So this spot here, I just make it a little bit with the blush. I just love that blushed up look. I also pull the brush to my forehead. I just love it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful blush. Then, so we've applied all of our cream products. Now I'm going to set this in. This is the Revolution Pro Matte Fix Oil Control. It's a hot day, so on hot days I apply this one. And if it needs a little bit more moisture, then I apply the Miso Aesthetic Hydrotonic Mist. So I'm just going to let it dry. So we've done the concealing, contouring, highlighting, and then we are now going to set. We've set with the setting spray. We're now going to use some powder, and in everywhere we applied the concealer. So I like a loose setting spray. I mean translucent powder, then a pressed powder. I hardly ever use a pressed powder on my face. So this is something that is a high coverage, so that's why I'm applying. For an everyday wear, I would not apply any of this. So everywhere where there's a concealer, I go with this and then in a bit I will dust it off. So I don't like a lot of powder on my face, so I'm just gonna let that sit. So this is from the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder Wheel in the shade medium. I get picked on by my kids for saying V and W in the Indian way, so I'm just trying to pronounce that. Now we've done that, we just need to apply some powder blush. So this is from MAC Cosmetics. It's called Peachykeen, and I'm going to use this with a loose brush like this one. Then just go on top of that cream blush from Huda Beauty. Dash the excess. Okay, now that's done, we need to brush off the excess powder. This is an e.l.f. brush that I'm going to use. It's a fluffy one that takes off all the excess of the powder that we used to set it all in. Then I am going to take my setting spray again. This is the Revolution Matte Fix again. You can use the glow version, but I used this one because it is a hot day and I just want to set it in a matte way rather than a shimmery way, and then I'm just going to let it dry. So use the Huda Beauty Face Gloss. This is a very interesting one. When you touch this area, this is a highlighter. Can you see that? I might try my hand actually. Interesting. Try the brush again. So it's got a pink hue that comes off. Yeah, I can see that now. So I've finished the look, and I've also done my eye and my lip. I will cover this in my next video, which is step 4, basics of eyeshadow and the lip. This is a very unique lipstick and I would like to go through it. I can't wait with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you very much for watching, guys.